Design is not design. So you might be like very confused right now. What do I mean, or what does he mean with design is not design? Well, what is actually design maturity? So design maturity is a scale and indication on how much design is being considered as valuable to a business and how much design as a cultural mindset is an integral part of strategic business decisions. The question is, why design maturity and what problem does it actually solve? Well, first you have to understand that most companies do not fully understand the value of design in general as a key business driver and how it actually impacts their business outcome. So referring back to the statement from the McKinsey report, if we speak in monetary terms, it's a significant amount where design has an influence and impact on the business in general. Coming to the design maturity and the terminology and what is actually behind the design maturity, let's first focus only on the part of design. Design is not design. So you might be like very confused right now. What do I mean, or what does he mean with design is not design? Well, if you think about design, you usually think about all these things you see now, something like design tools, Sketch, Adobe, Figma. You might think, if you're in the digital space, user interfaces, maybe you think it's about something artistic, visual, layouts, typography, and so on and so forth. So I do believe you get the hang of it where I'm leading with that. But on the other hand side, where I usually speak about design is more like something of strategy, collaboration, innovation, creativity, development, vision, research, diversity, processes, problem solving, so on and so forth. So if you look at both of these things, the terminology design in the first place describes something where different people have different opinions on that, but there are two sides to the story, right? So I would say design on the one hand side is mostly referring in the product context, since we are speaking now at the product madness, is usually associated with a craft or a skill set, mostly referring to a dedicated designer. On the other hand side, I see design more like a mindset and a culture. It's not about my own opinion, but it's rather than you have both sides to the same coin. So the way I would like to phrase it, if somebody asks me what design is design is a conscious or subconscious thought process that to come out with a solution to solve a specific problem. So that is now a very generic terminology or a very generic explanation to it. But if you think about it, it actually makes sense, because no matter what role you have in your organization, if you're a developer, if you're a manager, you some point in time encounter a problem that you have to solve. And you think about things, how to solve that problem. And that particular process may happen consciously or maybe subconsciously. That is what I personally refer to design. So that's for the demystification of the terminology design.
The Madness Tech community connects tech enthusiasts in the field of data, front-end, product and cloud native. Twice a week, on Mondays and Wednesdays, you can find new talks and interviews from the community on this channel. Subscribe now and feel free to join our community and meetups.